Why could a killer of 5,000 attain enlightenment in this lifetime? Hello, listeners, and welcome to today's episode. Let me ask you a question. If a person kills 5,000 people in a single lifetime, can they still become a Buddha or an Arhat? In the Buddhist scriptures, there is a shocking story that addresses this exact question. Long ago, in the city of Vaishali, there lived a world-renowned master of archery named Wondrous. On one occasion, the army of Rayagriha launched a massive invasion against Vaishali, mounting 5 fierce, consecutive offenses. Facing the onslaught, Wondrous charged into battle alongside his apprentices, exhibiting unparalleled valor. He single-handedly slaughtered 5,000 enemy soldiers on the battlefield. Later, the Buddha subdued and transformed him using spiritual penetrations and compassion. This blood-stained warrior not only laid down his weapons, but also entered the monastic life under the Buddha, along with his 500 disciples. In the end, they completely extinguished their afflictions and attained the fruit of arhatship. Seeing this, a massive question mark might pop up in your mind. Isn't it said that good and evil always have consequences? He killed 5,000 people. How could he just walk away, attain the holy fruit, and escape into the cool serenity of liberation? Today, guided by the Dharma Master's insightful commentary on this public case from the Sutra of 100, Karmas by Yi Jing, we will explore the deep truths of karma that we so often misunderstand in our daily lives. The first truth, does attaining enlightenment wipe the slate clean? Many people harbor a misconception. They believe that once someone cultivates to become an arhat or a Buddha, their past negative karma is automatically wiped clean. In his commentary, the Dharma Master explicitly tells us, absolutely not. If your negative karma has not yet matured, achieving enlightenment and realizing the fruit is not difficult. However, if your negative karma has already matured, you must still endure its retribution, even after you have attained the fruit. If you look into the Buddhist canons, even among those who realize arhatship, many spent their entire lives enduring the agonizing retributions of their past deeds. Even the Buddha himself manifested retributions such as eating horse barley or experiencing a severe headache for 3 days. Why? Because not a single great bodhisattva or Buddha can reach final perfection while carrying unresolved and negative karma. This sounds a piercing alarm for us. Never create negative karma out of a sense of luck or complacency. As long as you remain within the 3 realms, or once you make a vow to return to the 3 realms. 2. Deliver sentient beings the negative causes you once tried to escape will eventually catch up to you. There is no exception, unless you truly achieve thorough, purified repentance. The second truth, why could they attain the fruit in this lifetime? Now, someone might ask, since karma never fails, it remains a fact that Wondrous killed 5,000 people. Why was he still able to meet the Buddha and smoothly attain the fruit in this very lifetime? In the sutra, the Buddha reveals 2 layers of profound karmic conditions from their past lives. The first layer, wholesome guidance in the past. Countless eons ago, Wondrous was an upright minister. He guided the 500 ministers of that time who became his 500 apprentices. In this lifetime to cease evil, cultivate good, and practice the 10 wholesome deeds. The king at that time was none other than a previous incarnation of Shakyamuni Buddha. The second layer, the foundation of cultivation during the time of Kasayapa Buddha. When Kasayapa Buddha appeared in the world in the distant past, all 510 of these individuals were monastics. They strictly upheld the precepts and subdued their senses. So you see, their liberation in this lifetime was possible because the wholesome karmic habits and pure causes they planted in the past had thoroughly matured in this present life. This is what we call the perfection of causes bringing about the fulfillment of effects. If you do not plant the cause, You will never casually reap the fruit. At this point, a disciple asked the Dharma master a very sharp question. Master, isn't it said that once the mind is purified and one's cultivation is perfected, one no longer receives karmic retribution? Why must they still endure it? The master's response is deeply moving. The master said, if we rely on the teachings and practice accordingly, we indeed can be spared from receiving the retribution. But this does not mean the karmic obstacles have vanished into thin air. Rather, it is because the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, using their infinite power of vows, have endured the suffering on behalf of sentient beings. Look at the chapter on Samantabhadra's practical vows in the Avatamsaka Sutra. Look at Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva, and look at Shakyamuni Tathagata. To inspire faith in us and to fulfill their own vows, the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas have taken all the suffering upon themselves, leaving nothing but blessings, virtue, and wisdom for us. If you do not want the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas to suffer on your behalf, then we must be even more diligent in our practice, standing up to face and bear our own responsibilities, bringing practice to life. What is the wondrous observation wisdom of karma? Hearing this, we cannot just stop at being moved. We must ground this wisdom into our daily lives. In his commentary, the master brought up a profound Buddhist concept, transforming consciousness into wisdom. Specifically, how to transform the sixth consciousness, intellectual mind, into the wisdom of wondrous observation, pratyabhaka ganjana. How do we do this in practice? It boils down to 5 words. See the world through karma. Observe the present, every person you meet, every event you encounter, every piece of bad or good luck, and even every sensation in your physical body right now is a fruit. Take a moment to wondrously observe. What cause did you plant in the past to bring this about? Regulate the present. Our current thoughts, words, and actions are actively creating causes. Take a moment to observe. What kind of fruit will the cause I am making right now bear in the future? Am I building a life of misfortune for myself? Or am I planting the seed of supreme Bodhi? When you can deeply apply the concept of karma to every single observation in your life, you are already standing on the threshold of the wisdom of wondrous observation. Furthermore, when your 10 wholesome deeds are perfected and your inherent, latent capacities are awakened through meditative concentration, samadhi, your understanding of karma will experience a qualitative leap. The master mentioned that our study of the Sutra of 100 Karmas is drawing to a close. The best state of mind to be in is not thinking, "Whew, finally finished," but rather feeling that its flavor is unexhausted and one's profound resonance is unextinguished. This yearning for the Buddha's wisdom is itself a bodhicitta heart that turns toward the Buddha's wisdom, a heart that will never fall back. Everyone must remember, anyone who has made any offering or sincere vow to Shakyamuni Buddha in this lifetime is susta, and by the power of the Tathagata's great vows, you have already laid down a supreme foundation of wholesome benefit. But having just this is not enough. Starting from today, let us carry this wondrous observation wisdom of karma to face our future lives. Plant one more pure cause and eliminate one more negative cause. The 3 realms are completely devoid of peace, just like a burning house. May we all achieve blessings, virtue, and wisdom, escape the burning house, and fulfill supreme Bodhi. Thank you for listening to today's program. Until next time, goodbye, Amitabha.